We are back at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. The Royals with a 1-0 lead. Steve Physiok, Rex Hudler, and we're joined by Julia Irene Kauffman, who has made a very generous donation, $1 million to the Youth Urban Academy, the Urban Youth Academy here in Kansas City. And Julia, your father was all about education. Can you talk about the program?
Well, I can talk about it, but we're very excited to be giving this $1 million to the Urban Youth Academy. And I must add that my mother's foundation, the Muriel McBrien Kauffman Foundation, has also given $1 million. So it's really nice that each of their foundations have contributed. We're really thrilled with this.
And
Hud?
Mrs. Kauffman, your dad would have been 100 years old this year.
Absolutely.
What does the Royals have they meant for him and your family?
Well, the Royals have been very special to my family. My father took ill, and he was told to relax and get a hobby. And that's how we ended up with the baseball team. My mother said, well, why don't you buy the Kansas City team? Because Charlie Finley had taken the athletics out of town. So that's how we ended up with baseball. And of course, it became so special, and he enjoyed it so much that we're just really thrilled to be carrying on the tradition with the Glass family.
Right now, Eddie Volquez with a comebacker to the mound, and they record the first out here in inning number 3. I want to ask you about Mr. Kauffman's love of education and the Kauffman Scholars Program that has seen 102 kids graduate to college.
It is a wonderful program. It started out as Project Choice, and then the name changed to Kauffman Scholars. And we're thrilled with our group of graduates. They did a wonderful job tonight, certainly throwing out the first ball, I thought.
Oh, it was a strike at the knees.
It was perfect, wasn't it?
Oh, I loved it. And it was nice that they got a picture with you, and the fact that you're here at this beautiful ballpark. There it was, right there. Slugger was there to make the call.
Well, one of the things that I thought,
Yep.
Kipnis with a drive to right. Fuentes going back and reaches up, can't grab the baseball, and Kipnis will stop at second base with a 1-out double.
well, one of the things I wanted to say was Mr. Kauffman's birthday, his 100th birthday. The reason we're celebrating it is because he loved his birthday so much. He would begin reminding you in May, don't forget about my birthday. Don't forget to get me a present.
Nice.
And he would start the day with a cake. He would go to the office, there'd be a cake. There'd be cakes all day long. So we felt that this would be something fun for the students, for our foundation, to celebrate his birthday because he enjoyed it so much.
And isn't today the beginning of 100 days before the day he would have turned 100?
100-day countdown. Yes, that's right.
Well, he's done so much for the entire Kansas City community. And he was a person who believed that giving and receiving were the same.
Absolutely. He taught me that it's better to give than to receive, and that if you give, it'll come back tenfold. I think he's right.
Now Francisco Lindor.
You know, getting a chance to read Art Stewart's book, The Art of Scouting, he talks a lot about your father and how he lured him from the Yankees because he knew that they had to get some players here so they could win and they could turn this young franchise into a winner, and they did that.
With Lou Piniella, our first Rookie of the Year, if you remember.
Right. That's awesome.
Lindor with a swing and a miss. And Eddie Volquez gets a key strikeout with a runner in scoring position here. Well, the Urban Youth Academy is very important to the Glass family, to Dayton Moore, to your family as well. And they had the groundbreaking ceremony earlier this year, and it's just a fantastic program. And Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, said it is the model of what we want to do throughout America.
Well, I think this is up. Dayton Moore has done an awful lot for this, and he's really set this institution apart, I feel, and has really been marvelous about raising money too.
Strike now to Mike Napoli.
Mrs. Kauffman, last season.
Please call me Julia.
Okay, Julia. that last season was so exciting for the Royals, and I remember going to the radio side, and you would sit up there with Denny, and you were sitting on the ground, and I kept wondering what a woman of your stature sitting on the ground, but you were a little bit superstitious and nervous, weren't you?
I'm very superstitious. I feel I'm bad luck for them, so I try not to watch, and we do seem to do better when I don't watch.
I'll never forget that. Way to go. But you're showing the beautiful ring that the Glass family put out, and
my beautiful pendant.
Yeah, the jewelry's just beautiful, isn't it?
It's fabulous.
Isn't it fun showing it off?
I feel so privileged to have 3 beautiful rings.
Here's a ground ball to Alcides Escobar. They get Mike Napoli. Well, Julia Irene Kaufman, thanks so much for dropping by and the great work that your family has done for this entire community.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you for coming.
Rex.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.